Janhit Sansthan. The name itself defines the purpose. An organization that aims not only to help the destitute but to rehabilitate them physically, economically, and socially. Janhit Sansthan owes its existence to Mrs. Pratibha Maheshwari, truly a woman of substance. Born in 1943 and raised in Aligarh, she not only well played her roles as a wife, a mother, and a daughter in law, but also is replying well to the challenging calls of the world of social work. Driven by a strong desire to mobilize the resources of all like minded people, she founded an NGO called Janhit Sansthan. Primarily known for running a free medical clinic in Murlipura, she has come a long way with a dream to create in Jaipur a center that will boast of latest treatments and therapies needed to rehabilitate the physically challenged. Hats off to your vision and efforts. Janhit Sansthan Jaipur, founded on April 13, 1994, is a non-governmental, voluntary, non-religious, non-communal, non-political social organization for helping the resourceless, run by women and dedicated to humanitarianism. Right from the day of its conception, Janhit Sansthan had pledged to serve the needy. The Sansthan contributes to its social responsibility by donating the blankets, sweaters, medicines, refrigerator, and other such stuff to various government run hospitals of the city. One of the most important milestones in the journey of the Sansthan is adoption of a pediatric ward at the J.K. Lone Hospital, Jaipur. Here, not only are the medicines provided free of cost, but chemotherapy sessions are also regularly sponsored for the patients who cannot afford them. The Sansthan can boast of sponsoring more than 50 patients since 2010. Cleanliness of the ward is also taken care of by the Sansthan. As if it was not enough, Janhit has also donated the beds, mattresses, lockers, and attendant benches for the comfort of the patients and their attendants. One of the major problems faced by the attendants of the admitted children in the hospital was scarcity of cold drinking water. The problem was resolved by the Sansthan by installing a 150 liters water cooler providing cold water 24 hours a day. The Sansthan is also helping thalassemia patients by raising funds for their bone marrow transplant. The main aim of the Sansthan is to relieve the pain and suffering of the economically weaker section, and thus the Sansthan is running free OPD services for the underprivileged, with medicines being provided free of cost. It is always ensured that the recipient beneficiary recognizes this as help rather than charity, and his self-respect is not belittled. The Sansthan is bent upon to help to empower the underprivileged, especially the women and children. Students of various schools have been aided by Janhit Sansthan. It organized an eye checkup camp for students as well as residents near Sahyog School. Besides providing uniforms, sweaters, tables and chairs to the school, Janhit sponsors yearly education of 5 children whose parents are unwilling to pay for their education. Similarly, the Sansthan has willfully distributed blankets and pillows in the hostel of Podar School for the deaf and dumb. The list of Janhit Sansthan's act of benevolence is so long as cannot be summarized here. But to this, all of us would agree that the idea of medical aid spearheaded by an all-women organization is definitely new to Jaipur. Janhit Sansthan has been working passionately for humanity at the grassroots for 2 decades, aiming to support economically weaker sections in the 2 areas: provide primary health care and empowering the next generation by encouraging education. To generate funds for the noble causes and to keep doing more for the underprivileged sections of the society, Janhit Sansthan organizes an annual exhibition. The conception of the exhibition was based on the idea of providing a platform to women from the poorer sections to exhibit their skills. These women are given stalls free of cost where they can display and sell their products. The motto is to enable, empower, and employ. Along with the journey of Janhit Sansthan, its annual exhibition too has transformed into a mega shopping carnival that holds an array of consumer goods, utility items, home decor, jewelry, designer wear, handcrafted products, along with stalls of mouth-watering snacks and drinks. It has now evolved into a hub of designer collection handpicked from various states across India. The exhibition enthralls its visitors with lucky draws, bumper draws, and other such prizes. Last but not the least, a word about the members of Janhit Sansthan. From cradling children, being brilliant homemakers, gossiping, kitty partying, these handful of housewives have come a long way. No pressure was too big for them for a cause dear to their heart. A cause of humanitarianism, brought them all together, and so was born Janhit Sansthan. Founded by 8 women in April 1994, the Sansthan today has 32 members who follow the same principles that Janhit has followed since its inception. All office bearers are elected through a general body meeting. Monthly meetings are held at residence of any one member by rotation. On asking, how does it feel to be out of your cozy houses? Their reply is, we are getting a lot of mental satisfaction. We have good understanding and it is a teamwork. In this venture, you may like to extend your support to the Sansthan. You may spread awareness or participate in activities or send donations or send medicines. Help spread the word. What better salute to women in this age of women's empowerment? Kudos, Janhit Sansthan, a social body dedicated to humanity.